Hey everyone, do you have a weird or unusual ritual when you get a new camera? You know, you do the basic things, you go through the menus and all that stuff, but then is there anything else that you actually have to take a photo of or something like that? Because I have a little bit of a weird one. It's not that weird, but it's inspired by Jim Brandenburg, a photographer who I kind of grew up respecting and wanting to be like. He's got some incredible photography, nature photographer out of Minnesota. And he's got a project called Chasing the Light. And Chasing the Light is 90 days of him in the fall, and he takes one photo a day. And that was back with film, of course. One single photo a day. And the stuff he came up with every day was amazing. Even chasing the last tiny bits of light. So he had like one shot left and the light was almost gone, and he got some really amazing stuff. And so what I've done is every time I get a new camera, I think about what can I infuse this camera with my first shot. It's not the same as one shot a day for 90 days or anything like that, but it's something that stuck with me, and for whatever reason, the first shot, one really good image to kind of infuse some power and beauty into my new camera. So I have the GFX 50S2, which is the long name, and I am going to test it out. My first shot's always a test shot. I just got to make sure the shutter works, right? And make sure it actually takes something. So my first shot's just a shot at my desk to make sure it works. But the first real shot is going to be a schoolhouse that I've shot before, that I love. It's after a storm, so the sky's fairly cool. And I'm just going to infuse the GFX with a little bit of beauty and go from there and see how it looks. It is incredibly gorgeous out. Oh my gosh. I am super excited to shoot my first shot right here. Okay, I got the first shot with the GFX 50S2, and it's awesome. The sun was hitting the house, the schoolhouse, really cool. I framed it up nicely with the 50 3.5, the G lens, and I really like it. A bonus is that as soon as I took that shot, like 5 seconds later, the sun went down behind some clouds, and so I also got a shot of this like with diffuse light, just to show the difference. And now it's fun time. Now I can take pictures of whatever I want because the first shot was infused with power. So let's get a couple more shots, and then it's also just a beautiful, beautiful night, and see what else we can get. These cows are hilarious. They are totally checking me out, wondering what the heck I'm doing. That was a lot of fun. So let's go find a couple more things to take some photos of. Next stop is another school, and I'm going to try to get it in the with the sunset situation. And the clouds look pretty cool for a sunset. We'll see what happens. But I want to see what the dynamic range of these files look like. So I think that'd be a fun adventure, and a good example maybe of what the GFX can do a little bit. So let's go check it out. Let's do this. Here's what I'm hoping for. The sun setting below the clouds and then making the clouds brilliant and colorful. We'll see what happens. It might happen. If you look over there, you can see how there's a clearing underneath where the sun is going to go down to. So maybe it'll happen and maybe not. Either way, I get to test out the GFX and what it does in this situation with the moody clouds. It is just gorgeous out here with the birds singing, the sun setting, this old school that's not gonna be here forever. Testing out my camera. Like, this is pretty legit. This is pretty sweet. we got some pretty good shots. The sun didn't do quite what we wanted to do. It didn't go down and throw the clouds into a whole bunch of color, but it still had some cool texture and character to the sky. And we're gonna be able to go home and check out the photos.